welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Tracy and this is my very first studio vlog. I usually love watching these videos on YouTube, so I thought I'm going to give it a crack and make my own and see how it turns out. I don't know if I will actually post this video, but if it doesn't turn out too bad and you maybe enjoy these types of videos, I'll make some more of them. So today I've got a few things that I need to do. I am planning to work on my December daily journal. That is just around the corner, so I would like to finish it up. I'm planning to hopefully finish it in this week or next week. I'm not going to rush it, but I want to just get started on the cover at least and get some of the pages on the inside happening. I'm not going to go overboard. I've already bought some fabric and scrapbook paper that I'm planning to use. So I think I've got most of the things. I still need a few things that I'm thinking of ordering off Etsy or Craft Online. It's a website. I'm just looking for some Tim Holtz ephemera pieces that I really think will go well with the theme that I'm going for and that vintage look. I'm planning to do a very vintage junk journal. So that's the plan, and I also need to get some things ready for Etsy. So I've got some postcards I need to take photos and just get that listing into my shop. And then what else I'm planning to make a printable. So we've got quite a few things happening on the list. I usually do a week's planning ahead in my journal or my daily planner, and then on the day I'll go through everything and just do a short to-do list. I don't always get everything done, but we're going to see how many things we can knock off the list. I also actually want to pop into the shops to get a Christmas tin from Maya that I saw. I hope they still have them. I just want to store some of my December daily ephemera in there. I think it will look really nice. And yeah, we'll see if we can do all those things today. These are the postcards that I'm going to upload to my shop. They are vintage images that have been printed on postcards. I got them from the op shop. They're still actually in a very good condition. There is sometimes slight markings at the top, but it's still in a pretty good condition, I have to say. And then at the back I've just added a double pocket and I've inserted 2 mini tags. I love how they came out. And then 1 big tag. And the mini ones I just insert in the front and then the bigger tag in the back pocket. And I'm going to sell them in a pair of 2, so these 2 go together. And at the back, this is pretty much the same tags. It's just the tag here at the back that's slightly different with a telephone image. I love this picture at the top too. And then this pair is going together. with the pockets at the back. I really love how they turned out. And then these two. I actually can't decide which pair is my favorite. I think they are just so cool. I wish I can keep all of them, but I've decided to keep this one for myself and put the rest up in my store. So let's go load them up. I really think it's time to work on this December daily journal. I've been very excited about it, and I got this fabric a few weeks back, actually from one of my local fabric shops very close to my home, and I just wanted to show it to you. It's so gorgeous. I'm going to see if I can get all of it in frame. I don't think I will, but I'll give you some close-ups. So this is what it looks like, and I really love the little vintage pieces on there, and when I saw it I just immediately knew that this is the fabric that I want. So this is going to be the cover for the journal, and I struggled to find scrapbook paper that I really liked, but I ended up going for this, and it's a Crafter's Choice pack. So not something very expensive. I don't love all of it, but there are definitely some keepers. You know, you've got your few plain papers, and then you've got these cute patterned papers. I especially love this piece too. I'm going to cut them up and use them as journaling cards. So that's also a cutie. So I'll try and give you a quick flip through. There's, I think 3 of each page. So you've got a lot to work with, but I'm just going to use a few pages combined with some vintage book images and book pages, music pages. I'll see what I've got. So, and then right in the front, they've got some foiled pieces, like that one. And then this sheet here. So I'm going to use this, and since it's going to have a fabric cover on the outside, I still want to put something on the inside, and I'm thinking of using music paper or something from this paper pad that I got last year. Now this is very different. It's got that blue theme to it, and I'm going this year very much for a vintage green and red theme. So essentially these pages won't work in here, but I thought this will look nice in the inside cover. So it's either going to be this or music paper. I'm just going to see as I'm going. I've got a faint idea of what I want, but I'm not 100% sure. So it might still change as I'm busy putting it together. this is what the cover looks like so far. I just want to put it through the sewing machine and do a border around. I'm still deciding which thread to use. It's between this brown beige color, this navy blue, which I quite like with it. It ties that in and you can really pick it up on the fabric, or just like the classic white. So I think I'm done today working on this journal cover. I have done some stitching here. I first did a straight stitch with the blue thread, and then I went around with the white thread and did a zigzag stitch, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I initially wanted to actually do a cutout somewhere here and then let something peek through, but I love this fabric and I've decided not to do so, and that's what it looks like at the back. I might still add something in the front, I'm not sure, or I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm planning to possibly do a twine closure for it, but we'll see how it goes. So looking at the to-do list, I think I've scheduled just way too much today. I'm not getting that much done, especially with the heat too. So I think I'm going to work on the printables, just scan them in, and I'll carry on with that later in the week. And then I think I'm going to move on to the garden. I really need to get into it and just trim some plants, because one of the plants I'll show you later on is actually so overgrown it's going into the path, and I need to get to that. And I think the Christmas tin and ordering of products that I wanted to do, I'll just reschedule that for a different day. So let me show you what I'm planning to scan in for the printables. So I managed to find this in a thrift store and it's amazing. This was the front cover of a booklet, and when you open it up, it was filled with loads of these amazing cards with butterflies on. So they are so old, you can see it just by looking at the cards, and it's got some sticky tape still there, so discoloration is visible on these cards, but I think they're really a treasure. And when I saw it, I immediately thought of making a printable. I have actually never made a printable for my shop, so this is going to be the first time. Hopefully I'll be able to figure it out. Luckily, when it comes to computers and programs, I am not too bad. I figure things out relatively quickly, or eventually at least, touch wood. So I think I'll be able to do it, but I'm going to play around and see how it goes. But I mean, there's just so many of them, I can't even flip through all of it. So I'm going to get onto this and then do the garden. if you'll be able to see this properly, but right underneath this plant we've got a bearded dragon. I think that's what it is. I did some research and that's what I came up with. I'm not 100% sure if that's correct, but he basically lives in our garden. He's always lounging around either under the plants or on a rock. This is the plant that I was talking about earlier on. As you can see, it's growing in the path there, and I'm just going to give it a trim. So I'm definitely not a professional when it comes to pruning, but I think it looks much better. At least you can see the path. So I'm going to end the vlog here. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.